Earlier this week, I made some painty papers using recycled Amazon packaging and paper bags, and today I'm going to play with those. Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. One of the first things I did was use some of the paper to do some embossing. That's just paper bag. And I'm going to highlight that embossing like I did on here. And I also did some die cuts because, you know, I thought this would be a fun way to have some interesting die cuts. So there's just a bunch of die cuts. I'm done die cutting for the day. You can only do so much die cutting before it starts to drive you insane. So there's a little general idea. I did try one of the Amazon packaging as a die cut. I think they make these a little bit different now so that the white is glued in there pretty well. When they first started making this recycled Amazon packaging, it would like fluff out and fly out everywhere. So the newer packaging, you can kind of get away with that. The older, not so much. So I kind of think that's cool how a little bit of the stamping shows on there. These leaves count, and this is before I do any distressing on them. There's the medallions, really fun. Another leaf. I might have a few dies. Dies are the metal bits that cut up, give you the die cuts, and then impress lit butterfly. So I will be using those to decorate, and these bits I saved because there's potentially some pieces I can use for clusters and whatnot, and there was a request for clusters. And then if you have these, hold on, these. This is one way you can use them. You can go ahead and cut it out, and then I'm going to layer it on something else. So if you're wondering what this is 660220. I struggle figuring out how to use them, but they're still pretty cool. I mean, you can just cut them out and use it on cardstock and use it as a stencil too, really, because these are kind of made from some of his Tim Holtz stencils, I think. So I've got those to play with, and all this is just the paper that I made. This is Amazon packaging under here, and paper bags on top. Let's just start with, I want to be able to see this a little bit better. So I'm going to do the thing that I hate seeing other people do. This is black soot, but it's the easiest way to do this because this is nice and flat. So I'm just really, oh, this one's doing too much though. Just really lightly. Just rubbing on that so that I can bring up some of the embossing. Oh, there's no embossing down there. Now there's just grunge. So I don't want it dark. Well, I don't need it to be perfect. I just wanted it to come out some. And let's see, this one maybe a dark blue, like all faded jeans even would be good. And we also have green in there. Unless I go, I don't think that would show, would it? It's antique linen. I'm not expecting it to do a lot, but might do just enough for a super subtle numbers. Now this is one of the 3D embossing, so sometimes they do start to tear. So I brought it out just the tiniest little bit. Let's see. Let me try a little bit of, not walnut, not fish coral, vintage photo. Not to be confused with vintage camera. Just thought that was so adorable. If you don't know the distress inks, I can totally see where you would forget that it's vintage photo and say vintage camera. If you watch the person I was watching, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's vintage photo on there. And I'm not making fun of her, I thought it was adorable. I think I'll do vintage photo on this one too. Which way does this one go? Oh, it doesn't really, oh, I think I like this way. Because then I hit the raised bits. So this one I just did on plain recycled paper packaging or whatever, just so that I would have, let's see, what does it do on this side? See which side I like better. Because this is the de-embossed, or debossed, I guess, debossed side, and the other side is the embossed, because this one goes down, so it's debossed, and this one's embossed because it's raised up. Does that make sense? I mean, I think that's right. Don't quote me. All right. think I want a piece of vellum for that. Except I don't know where my vellum is and I don't feel like looking for it right now. So I've got some tracing paper and some of this green stuff. The green will not work on that. Will the green work on this? It could. So let's see. I kind of like that, the black back there. All right, so I'm gonna back this one with this. That way, got something poking through there a little bit. Don't need it to cover the whole thing. I just need to glue it around there. And it would help if my glue, oh my goodness, the glue gods are against me today. I couldn't even get the cover off without taking the whole thing off. So I'm gonna kind of hit in some of these areas. I don't have to get every single one. But I could have used a glue stick, but it would have eaten up my glue stick, so we don't want that. So I'm just kind of hit or miss getting some of those areas. And then I'll get the outside of this so it stays on and doesn't catch on stuff, because I might be making an envelope. Don't go all the way over, lady. And then I'm going to realize that I put it on the wrong side. Then I'm going to put it on the right side, and I'll get a paper towel or a wipe or whatever and wipe off the glue on the other side. You might want to pay attention to what you're doing. I mean, I would like to. Apparently it's not going to happen today. It's alright. We'll set that aside to dry so that it doesn't get stuck, whatever I do. And then we're going to I'm just going to move that back out of the way. And get any glue off of the front. And if I had inked that, I'd probably be a little bit happier because it would show up a little bit more. Any inking I should have done beforehand probably would have been better. Let's just go ahead and, oh my word, where's all my, there's one. Oh, let's put it on straight, that might be nice. Just gonna rinse that up a little bit. Some of the glue is gonna pick up on it. I should have waited for it to dry, but that's all right. And I don't know why I'm inking that because I don't know how it's gonna be. All right, let's back this one too. With what? I don't know. More of this, but with the weird circles behind it. I think I made these with ink, and I did do a photo of them so that so they're on my computer, so I can use them as overlays and digitals. That's what I do. It's the kind of thing that I do. Do I want that or not? How about this? That's kind of weird. I mean, weird in a good way? I don't know. Somebody know for me. Well, we got the blue leaves on there. We could do the green. It's got some texture, so that might be fun. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright. So, if I want to ink this a little bit, I want to do it beforehand. Please try to without breaking it. That's the other thing is die cuts, when they have these little tiny lines, they're harder to get out of the die, and you know, they're just more fragile-y. I just did that. Yeah, that's how I want that. Okay. So let's do it the right way this time. I'm gonna just go ahead and do a few lines here and there, just kind of little dots of glue, so the whole thing doesn't just break off someday. And go on the edges here. One more glue here and here and here and there. Something's falling. Catch me. It better not be a mouse moving things. I will not be happy. That's the back. This is the front. So I'm just going to catch the edge of this. Probably have way more on here than I need of paper, that is. But that's alright. cut off any that is too much, but that just makes that interesting. All right, let's go back to this one. So I'm just gonna do these as envelopes. What kind of envelopes? I don't know. I think this one's gonna be a this is my favorite thing to do with the paper bags anyway, is to just make some coin envelopes. So sorry, not sorry. I know my friend Genevieve wants me to help find her next hyperfixation. I don't know if that'll happen today, but I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to find something so cool that she wants to hyperfixate on it. I get it. I totally get it. I like to have a little hyperfixation now and then too. Alright. What do I want to do with the top? So I guess I wanted to fold over at least a little bit. At least a little bit. Also, I want so that's the part going over. So this is the part I'll cut off. And I will cut it. I don't want to go too low because my little thing is not really super long. Alright. Now that can go. Goodbye. I say goodbye. Alright. So I'm going to glue at the edge here. Oops, not over, just at, and then on the edge here. Maybe a little bit in there, but if you do the two edges, that should be enough. And then here I just can do this edge here, fold that up. Nope, stay straight. Oh, come on, there we go. Now we have a cute little envelope with a little, well, I could have had it be a little peekaboo thing, but I kind of like the black showing through, you know, I just do. So yeah, that is just a simple coin envelope. Is one of the easiest things to do with paper bags, whether you have painted them or not. Hey, just because mine are all painted doesn't mean you can't get out your paper bags and play along right now. You totally can. You can paint them afterwards if you want to. You know what we want to do though, is get the glue on there and get it glued down and staying down. That's what you want. So now if you had bought that die and not sure what to do with it, there's an idea. You just use it as a peekaboo. Peekaboo. Little peekaboo, I see you. Now this one, could have left that. Well, I was kind of afraid it would break too easily if I did. Vellum would have been probably like the perfect thing to do. But I could even just make that a tag or a pocket. I might make it a pocket. Should I make it a pocket? Does anybody know what happened to my Tim Holtz ruler? I don't see it anywhere. And I cleaned off the floor and I cleaned off my desk. And it's not here. It's disappeared. Although something fell the other day. Maybe that was it. Oh, it did fall. It's right here. Not that there's anything extra special. What was I doing with this? Oh, a pocket, right? I'm going to fold that over. That way it's hopefully somewhat straight. There's nothing straight on these bags, so I would at least like a little bit of niceness there. And might even... So what I like about this ruler is you can see through, and so I can see, let me see, I can see the bottom of that to put the line. So then when I come through and do this, I don't need this whole thing. Cut that off. Then I have my line, so I know where that goes. And it can be a pocket. What do I want to do with this part? Let's see. I do kind of just want to rip that, don't I? I'm a ripper. I'm a van ripper. Ugh. Even if it's like so much paper, it's hard to rip. I want to go down it, so I'll glue this on a page and that on a page, and it'll be a little side pocket, side tuck kind of a dealio. And probably want something darker than coffee. Maybe I should. It still shows a little bit. I like the coffee. Archival is my favorite. I know a lot of people like the vintage photo. I like the coffee. It's a little less orangey, I guess, maybe. Alright, so there. Just use my bone folder and get that really. Alright, so far now we've got a pocket and an envelope. I know how articles work. Alright, this is so cool looking. And I will be doing some tags too because, oh, someone wants to see me do stack and whack. That's right. Let's do that real quick. Let me grab a piece of something with some good writing on it. Okay. And maybe my numbers. Where's my numbers? I had them earlier today. I had them in a pile to put away. Do you think they got put away? No, they did not. Let me find a couple more things. Okay, so I'm gonna try a piece of the embossed paper, some straw paper from Italy, a piece of the that piece of South Carolina, and a piece of Russian trigonometry, some kind of something. So I'm going to find myself a large paper clip. I know I had some right here earlier. Oh, over here. They're just a little harder to get to. And I'm not going to worry about matching them up perfectly, but I'm just going to kind of cut about the size of the, because precision's not my thing. We don't do precision here. I'm just going to make sure I get them all in there. Go. So this one I'll do ripped. Will I do this one ripped? Yeah, let me move these over here. Then I can at least even up the sides a little bit. So I think I'll do this one ripped. Okay. So 5 pieces. I got 5 pieces of paper, so I need to rip this into 5. And I'll even them out at the end. Alright, so oops, I gotta remember the embossing. Don't lose the embossing. Good thing I have the embossing one on top, I guess. Alright, there's one. Oh my goodness, 2. 3, and we need to do this into 2, I guess, 4 or 5. Okay, and then in case you're new to stack and whack, you take those pieces and you separate them into 5 piles. So you have 1. Oh, let me throw that away. Moving and grooving over there. 1. What just happened? The fan turned it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this next one we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next one we start over here, maybe, and we can start this bottom one. 1, starting on the 3rd one. This is the 3rd piece. We're starting in the 3rd row. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then now we're starting in the 4th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're doing the last row. 1, 2, 3, and that way each one gets a piece. And then would be helpful if we had something to glue them on. Oh, what's this? Ooh, that's not good. Let's not do that. or a piece of cardstock would probably be better. File folder should work. I am just gonna kind of line, I don't want those down there, so I'm just gonna start gluing. I might ink them. Is that gonna annoy you guys if I go and ink them? Oh, I have an idea. Like maybe the next one. Alright, I'm gonna ink these. And I'm gonna just kind of start gluing them down. I'm gonna use my art glitter glue. It dries nice and quickly. Okay, so the AC's been off now, but the squeaky dryer's still going, so there's that. It's always going to be some kind of noise around here. We're just living our life, doing our things. My 4 is going to be upside down, or the other 2 things are going to be upside down. I'll have to choose what I want upside down because I did not check to make sure that all my pieces were going in the same direction. And you know what? That's okay. The reason I didn't cut my tag at the top yet is because I'm going to smush things down a little bit so they overlap just a little bit so that there's not too much separation happening. And I'm just using the edge of the file folder to line them up. Oh, and then I'm gonna have my glue splurt everywhere. That's fun. It's not fun. That's not me being serious about the funness. Me being sarcastic. Alright, and then I'm going to put this piece on the top, I think. And it doesn't matter which order you go. I mean, if you have your template first, that makes the most sense. I'm pretty sure that Gail has a template so that she can not have a big space in the middle at the end. So ours is going to be just a little... Well, that's part of the problem. Yeah, it did not come out even, but that's okay. I wasn't going into this with all kinds of perfectionist expectations, so I'm just going to line that piece up there, and then when I cut this out, I will. I know not everybody has an abundance of file folders in their country. I just find them at the thrift store. So I do end up with an abundance of them. The hard part, so I'm going to turn this over. Oh, the 4 is upside right now. Well, maybe I had this all right to begin with. Huh. Never mind. You know, since we're not going for perfection, let's just go ahead and trim that off. And did I get that trimmed off nicely? No, a little bit more showing through than I'd like. That's alright. Just use that too. Alright, so that's upside right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that and cut that. Take this band-aid off because it was a tiny little cut. I just put it on so that I wouldn't get ink on it. You wanna know how I cut myself? I poked myself because, you know, I was doing the die cut, so I had this thing out, and that's dangerous, just so you know. And that is why die cutting, that looks crooked to me. Doesn't that look crooked? It's okay, leave it alone. I can't leave it alone. That's not a straight line, so just don't even try with that, lady. Try a ruler. Alright, I'm going to go be obsessive for a second. Okay, so most of these are cut to 5.5 by 3 because that's what size this one ended up being. But this one I cut a little bit bigger because this was my idea, is to leave some space between the let's try the glue stick this time, see if I have any better luck. Although I did just spend way too much time trying to figure out, fixing my other glue, because this is the top. Because I didn't want it to stick forever, because, you know, had all that glue that splurted out the top. I don't know, is splurted a bad word? I don't know. Alright, so let's see how we do here. So yeah, I was thinking of leaving a little space this time. And then that book page is gonna show through just a little bit. Because why not? That could be fun. Bilbo might like it. Okay, here's the weird bit is that this piece is not as long, but maybe that's because it goes over here. Okay. And so that probably is supposed to, no, that's not right. Okay, well, it's alright. Let's just go ahead and put that on the edge there. My paper must have been short, maybe. Well, we'll just fix it. We'll make it work. We'll do something to make it work. That's actually kind of cool. Now I'm kind of like wishing I had cut the other ones bigger like that, but maybe the next time. And then down in this corner, I'm just gonna have to figure out how to fix that little mess down there. That was unfortunate. Just gonna pull a piece of this off of here, and no, not that. I think we will just maybe repeat that down at the bottom, because why not? You just, you know, if your stack, you whack your stack and your stack was not quite the size it was supposed to be in the beginning because you didn't double check all your pages, you can fix it. It's not that big a deal. Just and it'll be fine. It'll be perfectly fine. That's probably what I'll have to do on all of them. That did not end up straight, did it? Neither did that. Okay. Also, let's even that out. So, you don't need to see me make all 5, right? But you probably do want to see what they all look like. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so this one I didn't ink at all. This one I didn't ink each individual piece, but I inked the outside edges. And these ones I inked everything. And this one I made on a bigger tag and spread them out. I like that I put these on a smaller base than what they actually needed, because it gave me plenty of room to overlap, and if I had, you know, any mistakes were able to be corrected at that time. So these are fun. This is kind of fun too, is spreading them out with a little book page in the background, or whatever. You don't have to have anything in the background if you don't want to. Okay, next. So we've done some whack and stack tags. Those are the ripped ones. You can also cut them if you want to. Clusters. Let's do some clusters. I've got all those. Okay, so a little bit of this will be helpful. I'll do a couple of regular clusters, and then I also want to do like a dangle, like with eyelet and stuff, like I've kept seeing for some reason on. These are not going to be perfectly straight, and it's going to be okay. But there's some nice bases for some clusters. And I might want a little bit of lace, but you know, I do. Okay, I've inked these and added a little bit of stamping, and now I'm gonna just take some little bits here and there. What do I want? I don't know. This one. That seems fine. And could do that one on there. I wanted to use some of the pieces that only had small bits to begin with, right? And potentially some of this with the. I want to do something with that. Why not this? It can stay like that. It's fine. Okay. Yes, I realize that some of that's not going to show. It's fine. Everything's fine. Doesn't have to show. Like some straw paper. I reserve the right to move these things around in any order. We could take some of this green stuff, which I'm not sure exactly what it is. I got it at the thrift store, so sorry, not sorry. Can't help ya. Just random. There's the green behind there, too Christmassy. Just layering that up right there. Why not? Don't have to have big pieces. It can be little pieces. What else? What else? What else? What else? A little bit of map? Sure, why not? We get the map out. Let's use it. Let's map it up. 8. Okay, that's it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Darcy. Stop worrying about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just thinking about it. Not stressing about it. I'm just thinking about it. Okay. And some of this book page might be nice. This book page, you know, Russian and flowers, why not? Just a little bit of some Yarabi, I don't know. I don't know how to read it when it's printed. I learned how to read it in cursive. And I can't, and that was like 35 years ago, so don't bug me. I don't like this with all the letters on it. Like that, maybe? I mean, it goes sideways, it can go upside down. It doesn't matter. Just, and a little piece of, I think I want to do a little piece of eyelet. So, if you don't want your eyelet to turn, just cut off that little bit that makes it turn. It's fine. It's going to go under something anyway. And then we can grunge it all up even more. And stick it out from under these flowers, and they could be grungy and sweet. Let's see, a little piece of this green fabric. Why not? Just use all the things. There are no rules. You can use whatever you want when you are making clusters. You can start with whatever base you want. You can add some yellow ochre. That was 50 cents at AC Moore, so that's how you know it's probably vintage, because that's not how much stuff costs anymore. But isn't that just a delightful little Papa color? You know, Papa Smurf color. Let's see, maybe on here? Well, yeah, because we've got Kershaw is in a similar color, so we will just have those both showing. And I think this one is going to be more of a dangle. So what do I mean by that? I mean, instead of a instead of putting a staple through it like I would a cluster, I'm going to cut off that top so that it's kind of sort of straightish, so I can find the top more than anything. Let's see. Then I'm going to unlock this with one hand, just like magic, and just cut right through there, fabric and everything, and then find an eyelet, because I just had a bunch of them, but, you know, oh, let's use the yellow one. I think we have that yellowy ochre one right here. And then, because we paid a lot of money for this, we're going to use it all the time now. Alright, so that's just a little, you can put a little bulb, some kind of thing hanging off it to add to it or whatever, and it's just super cute. Alright, this, ooh, look at the green. We're going to make this one that too, but I want a little piece of lace with it of some sort. But I want the lace to be different on this one. I want it to hang down, like a little apron. It's going to have like a little apron-y thing, maybe. That's too long. Let's cut that right there. Or maybe I want a different kind of lace. I don't know. Maybe it won't be a little apron-y. Maybe I'll have to glue that little lace down. That is a lot of layers in there, lady. You know, maybe that one will just be a cluster, so I can put that in the middle. I don't really need that if that's just going to be like a cluster. Like, why not? Like that. Ooh, where's a flower? Forgot I had like flowers and birds and, ooh, little blackbird. That's cute. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and staple this. You can use a regular staple or you can use your not very expensive, but when you end up having to buy two because you lose one, it does start to get costly. Oh, look at that. Oh well. We'll just tear that back out. And we can put him on there. And he's just, or she, it's a shadow. Living in the shadows. In the shadow of the night. Or we have, I think I need a taller one. Ooh. Forgot about these leaves. Let's squirrel for a second. So believe it or not, I just got this die set recently. Surprisingly, I haven't had it all this time since it first came out. I'm tempted to buy the reel, you know, what is it? It's like this but without the ruffle on the outside, because this thing is a pain in the butt to cut. It just rips every time, no matter what kind of paper I use, because it doesn't come out of the die easily, so you end up poking holes in it and whatnot. So I want the Tim Holtz one that doesn't have the frilly lace crap on the end there. I didn't say crap, that was your imagination. I don't say words like that. I mean, I do. I say worse words, just to be honest. If I'm honest, and just get in the crevices there. Maybe if I do it on this side, they'll get on the edge without covering up the thing. Isn't that so cool? Oh. Alright, so go paint your paper bags. Get this die, or you don't have to get this die. You can just cut out leaves, but they're so cool. And I could even back it with, is this the right way? If I turn this way, then they're at least the same direction. Oh my word. I'm thinking of like gluing, oh that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm just gonna offset that just a little bit. Get some good glue on there. Probably gonna have a little bit of over seepage because we don't know what we're doing. Okay. Just a little overshadow. We don't want to go too far off. Just we do want it to match up in some places. I mean, you know, look like it's, yeah, that's cool. I like that. See it? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see it? Yeah, don't forget, if you have die cuts or dies, they become die cuts after you cut them. If you have like your Sizzix die machine, don't forget to use it. Especially if you got painty papers. You get really cool things when you do your painty papers with it. And it's just really, do I want that blue or what about the red? No, I don't like that either. What about this just neutrally bits here? Do we want that? I don't know if we want that or not. Do we like the map or not? Just a tiny bit of that showing out. Okay. So I'm gonna staple that, and then I can just kind of find a place on that leaf to get that glued on a little bit, at least a little bit. I mean, the glue, it would be better if you glued the leaf, then you wouldn't have so much glue poking out of there, but there we go. There's a cluster. Yeah, that's the bottomish. I mean, the leaf can be going upside down. It's fine, but you know. So there's a fun cluster. I want to do, I'm going to forget about that bird for a minute because I've already forgotten about that bird for a minute. Because I kind of remembered about all these die cuts that I'm supposed to be playing with. Supposed to be, no, there is no supposed to. Ooh, he's cuter. Let's try him. Let's not do it where it looks like he has bird poop on his back. Glue his feet so they don't go far away from him. I mean, we don't know what will happen to his tail in the long run, but because this is just steak paper, so it's not like super, I mean, I could just back it with a little bit of washi to protect it, but if it's going to be on a page, it should be fine. Alright, so there's a cluster, there's a cluster, here's a dangle. I want to do another dangle, but I want to do it more, a little more like what I saw on the interwebs. Alright, let's see. Let's just grab a piece of this. Like they were just neater and nicer and neater, and I'm gonna lose a lot of that leaf if I do that. So let's do there and straightish. and straightish, but a little smaller. And in case you're wondering how I rounded that, I used the little small one, which is the 1/4 inch on that one, and I'll do it on this one too, because why not? And that has a little bit of blue on it. So I'm going to put it to the side so some of that inking in the back shows. Also, I am wanting to ink it because we're doing grungy, so inking it. If you have more ideas of what you would like to see me make with these paper bag thingamabobs, let me know in the comments or somewhere so that I can help you out with that. And alright, I want another layer of something. I don't know what. Nobody has told me what I wanted yet. But I'm thinking that I do want them to be all that same. It's going to be smaller. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do it's sort of a rectangle. I'm aware that it's a fairly crooked rectangle, and that this paper is not going to be super strong for what I'm putting it on, but it's just going to be a little layer, and it might even get glue. I mean, it might not. I don't know. Can it hang at the top like that with that? Maybe like that. Oh, you need to go to the top. You all have to go to the top of the class for all of you. Okay. I haven't inked it yet, so all this perfecting is just ridiculousness. Or if you don't have eyelets, you could use a brad and just kind of like have them all hang off with a brad. We could do that. These birds are something, you know. Don't have like a tall bird. I don't know. Oh, I wanted a little piece of lace or something, but not the eyelet. Ooh, how about the blue lace? Because I just want like a little grungy, not perfect. Well, that's been wrapped around there, so it's probably not going to be perfect. Which is what we're looking for. Just do the Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah thing to it. Because I was thinking, I kind of want it there. Like, right, we just want the one. Go on this side of the line. And then on that side of right, and really screw it up a little bit. Have that at the top there, and maybe do a smaller eyelet this time. We can do a smaller eyelet. We've got them. We got eyelets. Hold on, let me cut a small hole here. Let's just pull something down a little bit. Okay. Small hole. I've been looking for ways to use snaps. Now, I know these are the sew-on snaps, but they also should like attach into each other. So, probably not going to work. It's probably going to be too far away from each other. Aren't these supposed to go into each other? Nope. Well, what are the points of them? Okay. But that little tiny, that hole, so that's just two thickness. These are all, is this bigger one any better? Okay, well first, before you try putting them through all that, see if they even snap together. No, they don't. Well, why do they sell these little snaps as like, because when I looked online, you sew them on and then this is supposed to, it's supposed to snap in, isn't it? What am I? Oh! Okay, so they're two pieces together. Now that should work. Oh my word. That's so cute. I've been wanting to do something with these snaps. I didn't know that's how they came apart and that's how they worked. Obviously, I did not know that. Okay. So snaps I get at the thrift store, and they can just kind of work like a brad. You don't even have to sew it on. You just make a hole and you just snap it in there, and it's super cute. I am probably going to start using them for closures too, but But okay, that I'm an idiot. It's okay. I understand that I'm not idiot. I'm not an idiot. I know. Don't yell at me for saying I'm an idiot. I'm not knowledgeable in these things. Let's put it that way. I think we can definitely say that. Not super knowledgeable. I need a little blue down here, so that, because you get the blue there, and I just want like a third bit of blue. I mean, I know we have the blue in the back, but it's not doing it for me. How are we doing on time? Ah, crap on a cracker. Stupid metal piece came off again. And I took the glue off because I don't want it to stick forever, but I don't know. Maybe I do want it to stick forever. I don't even know. Alright, so gonna put a little glue here. And then we're gonna stick that on there and have it be sticking off at least a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And that is just like a little clustery dangle. Could go off the side of a page, could hang on the top of a page, could even potentially clip to a page. Alright, let's see if that would work. Which one of these would work as this could work as a small page, right? I am going to use some of these as pages and journals, so why not? That doesn't match at all, and I don't care. I'm just gonna put a little baby hole right there, like I did on the other thing, and take off the front of this snap and take off the back of the snap and put that back of the snap through this hole back here, and then back through this little clustery thing, and then put the front of the snap over that. And now I am in love with snaps. Snap! I've been now I know how to use a snap. I'm so happy. Okay. There's your new obsession, Genevieve. Snaps. Go to the thrift store and find some. I used to always find them. I don't know. They probably don't cost that much. These are just the sew-on ones. And they just, like magic, come in the way they're supposed to come, so that, see, there's a little piece. I just never even noticed this piece on the back. I just thought they were like glued to the car. I don't know what I thought. I just thought that I would be done. Oh, look, the snap could go right through there. Like a little baby snap. Like a snap. Why not? Just a little baby snap right there. We're just going to put snaps on everything now. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute. All right. Let's see. What about you? Do you need a snap too? Do you need, like, right through this hole right here? Okay, a little hole. Nope, that's the big hole. Okay. And we're gonna do the little snap if we can find the other half. The other half is small, so good luck with that. That's the bigger one. That's the bigger one. Nope. We're just gonna take off. We're gonna steal one from the front here and put that on there. There we go. And if we want to attach it to a page, we could just put a hole in the page and attach that to the page, and that'd be super cute. Okay. So glad I had those out on my desk to play with. Okay, so we have, should I decorate these? Well, one of these. Let's just at least decorate one of them, right? We've got these really, no, not that one. Oh, see, that has more blue on it. That's all right. We can do blue. That can look really cool. This is kind of bugging me. What about a big flower? With a smaller leaf just coming out from the flower, because that's fine. Let's see. We've got blue and then orange. Do we like that? We don't hate it. Do we need to ink it? I do. I'll be right back. You know what we have to do for the middle of this, right? You have to come all the way back for that. No! Go in through here. Kind of covert operations over here. You know what happens if you can't get your thing? You grab your all of me, all of you, and we need a book or something because we don't want to break the glass. Okay, we make sure, don't worry, my finger is not, I just want it a little bit centered. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, you don't have that little punch, you just use your pokey tool, also called an awl, A-W-L. Even though I sing all of me, which is not A-W-L, but you know. Put our little snap, snap. Oh, snap. Yep, that's gonna be on the thumbnail. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, where art thou? So you might have to take your things apart. Yep, that's not exactly in the center, but I'm gonna be okay with that. It's the middle one that you just, okay, there we go. Or you just stick the snap through with all the whatever. There we go. And the front piece. Well, that's even cute. Like if you just glued that on the back, like if you lost, seeing that cute? That's cute. All right, but we're snapping it on. Oh, snap. And I didn't do this yet. We're just gonna do a fancy, grungy. It's not really fancy, is it? It's more grungy than fancy. And oh, I just had an idea. Right, let's take that snap off for a second and take this one off real quick and find a piece of lace. I'll be right back. I know I take a chance every time I try to press that whatchamacallit, the pause button. I take a chance every time. I lost that time. I take a chance every time that it's gonna turn off, and it turned off that time. So yep, I got annoyed. It's alright. I'm gonna go eat lunch after this. Yeah, I am. I like lunch. I haven't had lunch yet today. Does that? Oh, do I want that under there, or do I want that? I mean, there's only so much you can fit through a silly little snap, but you know, we're gonna. No, I don't like that. All right, let's try a piece of lace. We might have to go a couple directions with it. For me to cut off the weird top bit. We don't need all that bulk anyway. Oops. Just stick. We got holes in the lace already, so we're just stick it through one of those holes. Stick it. Just go through. Well, you know what? It's not going through, but we can still snap it on. And now there's like little bits of lace that show through. Just little grungy little bits of lace that just kind of, you could probably use cheesecloth too. I'm happy. Okay, that makes me happy. I'm leaving the top pieces more loosey-goosey, because I like them just having their freedom to let their freak flag fly down there. Okay, and do we like that? That's fine. I'm just trying to cover up a little bit of, I mean, you don't have to. That's kind of part of the charm of that tag, is having the separation. I still feel compelled to cover up some of those bits, because that's just me. Look at that. What should we do at the top? Oh, let's see. I can never get it quite right. Let's see. That's close. Let's hope that's right. So let's maybe, might have been better to do that before. The little tiny scissors are not going to go across there nice and straight like I want. Okay. The cover on your glue. That is fun. Do I want to do that at the top, or I think I just want to do a little bit of this at the top? Except, you know what's wrong with it, right? It's too clean. It's all shiny and clean. We don't want that shiny, clean business. And can we kind of fray up the edges a little bit more? Oh yeah, we can. Oh, but not that much. Okay, there we go. And will this end fray too? I mean, one end frays. Shouldn't the other one also fray? Once I was afraid, I was petrified. Ooh, too much. You got a little too ambitious there. Okay. Okay. They're both grungy now, especially since I touched them. Okay. And I could just glue it on there. That would make sense. But also, let's see. I don't want it to be like that, because that's just boring. I want them to kind of be more like that. So, you know that thing I had like 5 minutes? Here it is. So I'm just gonna take my little stapler and make sure I catch the front and the back so it stays where I tell it to. There we go. I mean, you could even make like a little X or plus sign, because that's fun too. I mean, you can try. You might fail, but see, a little funny little X there is even cuter. All right, X marks the spot on our Snapalicious tag. You could also use an eyelet for your center. I think that'd be cool too. Let's do one of those. Okay. We need to decorate another tag. We don't need to, but we want to. We totally want to, don't we? Flower, fleur, la fleur. No, not that one. Although that is okay. I don't mind that. Nope. What were we gonna do? Oh yeah, eyelet. I remember. One of these. What if we do this one at the top? Look, it's so big. We don't have to have it that big, do we? I don't think I could get it through this thing. Oh wait, but we're doing the eyelet this time? That could. Well, I don't know if that will work or not. I'm gonna figure this out. What if we made that part of the flower? Except for I don't like it on the background, because the background does not have teal. I mean, not that that's... You can do those colors together. I just am choosing to not. I just don't. I don't wanna. All right. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go this way, or do you want to go that way? Where's the blue ones? If we had that one blue one, we must have other blue ones. There we go. Do you want that one? Or that one? Yes, this is what you came for, to see me hem and haw all day. I don't like that. I thought I was gonna, but I don't. What else could we do in the center? I've got cheesecloth. Yep, I do. I have it. It's even like coffee dyed, whatever, tea dye. It's, you know, it's been something. Let's just stick that in there. And close that so it doesn't spill out everywhere. Good. And not put it where it belongs. That's good too. It's not. But. Alright, and then what do we want for... And do I want that under that one, or do I want that under this one? Do I need to get more? We want more. I found floor. Oh yeah, I was working on my area this morning. Where's the little flower? I don't know what happened to the little flower. Well, you know what I can do? Can I? No, I think I got rid of it. Did I get rid of it? No, I couldn't have got rid of it. I got other flowers. And like magic, they were in the first place that I looked. Oh, pay no attention to the dust. Okay, what do I want for us? Oh, that center be good? That's 1, 2, that's... That might be fun. Yeah, these are flowers I've made. Now you're probably gonna... I mean, if you can find people that make them. It doesn't have to be me. Just saying. Was there pink in here? Does anybody know? And do I want one this big? Maybe we'll just do white. Gray. Gray? There's no tan. This is a... Ooh, that blue? Where's the blue? This... No, not that blue. Well, maybe just silver. Come on. I mean, I could do the smaller one. That might even make sense. But am I going to be able to get that in? No, I'm not. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our hole here and potentially, nope. Find the, nope. Okay, so these are just going to get the, let's poke ya, the pokey tool method here. My finger's not there. I know some of you worry about that kind of thing, and I would worry about me too. Just I'm just kind of going, and just don't watch this part. Just, well, see, it gets bigger as you get to the end, so you just get it to the right hole there and put this back in here. Do I want that? I want back there. Yep, I do. So, you know, your pokey tool can actually work quite well. I think I have a little bit more leeway with my and then we're just gonna get that in there, and there's enough holes in that cheesecloth there, and the last, get that through here. We're just going by feel here now, just doing a call-in. If you know, you know. Alright, so now, will that reach? Almost. I do have my big bite if I need to do it, but I mean, it reached. There we go. There's another Le Fleur, a nice little Le Fleur. We were going up top this time? No, because we have that darkness at the top. So let's put that blue down there. Oh, that is too... Oh, where's one of the, where's one of the... And you don't know what I'm trying to say. Do you even care what I'm trying to say? One of these. That's what I was looking for. I like that showing through there. So even though it looks like it goes that way, but you could do that. Really doesn't matter. Does it even matter? I don't know. Because it's Friday. Friday. Hubby goes back to work tomorrow. That's why I like the weekend. Most people like the weekend because they're off. It's the opposite. I love my husband, don't get me wrong. But he's home all the time. Alright, I'm gonna put that there. Right there. Nowhere else, just there. I like these fringy flowers. I do. And I like these holy leaves. Holy leaves. Alright. That's what it looks like on the back. I am not any more perfect than you when it comes to putting on the eyelets. I just do it. And I don't worry too much about it. The things that I obsess about are fussy cutting and the angles on my tags. So, some things I do fuss about, if you're wondering. I don't know if I want a topper, actually. I kind of, what's at the, you know what I want to do for a topper? I want to bring back in some of that. Oh no, that's a little bit thin. Let's just double it up maybe. Let's just double that up. Double mint twins. Double mint twins. Finding the glue would be good too. I wonder how tedious that would be to like sew those together. Like sew around the edges of a whale tail tab. I'm wondering how I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty dang tedious. What do you think? I think. Alright, whoops. So it's doubled, and now when I fold it over it will be quadrupled, so that should give it a good enough. And did I ink it? No, I did not. Is that straight? Not even a little bit. In some cases be like straight. At least straight-ish. Nothing against my non-straight people. I love you all. Alright. So yeah, brings that up. And then we got, looks crooked. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Just leave it. Let it dry. Okay. So, what did we make? Sorry, Genevieve, we made tags, but snap. We had snaps. So there's, you can go hyperfixate on that for a minute. I know about hyperfixations. Not diagnosed, but I know about them. I've had times where I don't eat, but not to the degree of some people with ADHD. Just saying. Just might have a little bit of the other neurodivergency stuff. What am I looking for? Oh, okay. So we have this little thing that we can add a little charm to or whatever. It's a little too clean right now, and we're gonna fix that, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Gonna fix that right up. Now the ones that I saw online that were they were all like nice and straight and perfect, and but that's not me, you know. And then we have these cute, like I could put a little snap, if I could find the front of that snap, could snap that onto a page. That'd be so cute. Or you could use a brad. If you don't have snaps, you can use brads. You don't have to get as excited about snaps as I do either. Not everybody. Oh, that's right. We made that. And this. And I did cut out like a bunch of, like some with just the paper bag too. So like if I wanted to just put something like that on there. I don't like it on that though. What about the leaf? Do we like the leaf? Yep. I definitely want to use some of these leaves on the edges of pages though, because I think that would be like fantastic. This would be a cute pocket. This is just the paper bag and I just embossed it. But that's another thing you could do with your paper bag, emboss them. They come out really cool. And then use whatever color ink you want on there. It doesn't have to be brown. It can be even more than one color. You know, I did the brown on there. What if I add a little bit of mahogany, aged mahogany with the brown? That just might even just really make it shine. What's this? Wild honey. Let's just getting that wild honey in the back a little bit more, because why not? Doing that thing that I hate to see other people do, but on this it's okay. If it's on embossing, I don't mind so much using the things. It's when you're doing it on the edge that I'm like, you're ruining it. But it's not gonna last forever anyway, so why do I care? Do I even care? I might care too much. Now these were cut from the same paper, but these were the leaves that are on the big base thing, and these are the impressed leaves, so they have the holes in them. And it was from different parts of the page. Remember I had that gold I put on? Okay, alright, I'll let you guys go. Alright, so there's this cute little envelope. I love making envelopes with the paper bags. That's one of my favorite things to make. And then we have this little corner tuck. We did the stack and whack and did die cut stuff. And the more die cuts. The die cuts were like the bomb. I gotta go use them on some other things. Some whack and stack. A little dangly thing, and we had some clusters at some point. In a mood. Where's our snappy snap? I already have. Find it. All right, so there's our little cluster with a little snap on it, and there's our little cluster snapped onto a page, a little dangly clustery thing. There's another little cluster snap. So yeah, I mean the only places I found the snaps were like as the center of flowers, which I did. You know, that's what's expected, is use it as the center of flowers. But I like it. How did I not know it did that? I'm just like, I need to go find more snaps, because I just like being able to stick things on pages with snaps. That makes me happy. Yeah, I think you saw most of these. So yeah, I hope you guys have a delightful day. I hope you had fun with me today. Oh, we also did that one. And then also, you know, separating them with something behind them to show through is kind of cool. And I did find, you know, making the base a little bit smaller than what you started with was super helpful, so that you didn't, well, that is a little bit separated there, but you had a little room to overlap with them, and so you didn't have to have it match up perfectly. So that is my tip for that. So I hope you all have a delightful day. Have a great weekend. I'm hopefully gonna make another video on Saturday and put it out, because that's when my husband will be at work, and it'll be nice and quiet here. Love you guys. Have a delightful day.